Okay. Let's go, Death. Yahoo! Oh, wait. I had a save. Yes? This one? Yes. I do... You know, I wish that I had more of an interest in doing Celadon's ending, but honestly, that one little bit where we hung out with him, and he did the salesman pitch really fucking hard. That's not my jam. Wait a minute, why am I going along with all this anyway? These people are so fucking weird. I turn to make my way down the opposite hallway, rounding the corner out of Scarlet and Celadon's sight. Hopefully I won't be followed. Love that. We were just like, actually, never mind. I enter the stairwell and take a moment to myself. This isn't the real world anymore, it's the afterlife. It has its own rules, clearly. The question is, can I actually trust any of the people here? If I had gone to meet death, would I be stuck doing some ridiculous trial like Celadon? Scarlet seemed confident that talking to death would help me get out of this place. But even if she was telling the truth, I don't know where I'd be sent to. Heaven? Hell? What if staying here is the best choice I've got? Not that I'm a big fan of this place to begin with. It's really bright. Can't believe I fucking died. Yeah, my voice echoes softly in the empty stairwell. If this were a dream, I would have woken up by now, right? If I can't sleep here, will I ever dream again? Scarlet doesn't seem to be coming after me. I slump down against the wall and glance up at the stairway. I could climb that, couldn't I? How long has it been since I climbed a set of stairs on my own? Lugging my IV up there would be a bit annoying, but I have the energy for it. I could do it. I stood up and approached the stairs. IV stand is a little unwieldy, but not too much for my frail arms to lift. I begin my ascent. The elevator had taken us down to B2, which means there's only 2 flights of stairs separating me from the first floor. From there, I could walk out the front entrance. I couldn't see anything but bright white light from the windows. Is anything even out there? Guess I'd have to see for myself. Make it up the first flight of stairs with no issue. B1. Look from the sign back to the stairs behind me. I fucking did that. I pinch my cheek to make absolutely sure this isn't a dream. Ow, okay, still able to feel pain, good to know. I climb the next flight of stairs, same as the first. My muscles are weak, but they're actually working. Haven't been able to move how I wanted to since I was a little kid. Bet I could climb all the way to the top floor if I tried. But I'd have to confirm that some other time. Finding out what was outside this hospital was a more pressing matter. I exit the stairwell at the sign that reads 1F. You would think I'd be used to this eerie atmosphere by now, but seeing the hospital lobby completely empty like this unsettles me. There's no sign of Scarlet here. The elevator's rising to the top floor, presumably with Celadon on it. I am alone. Light floods in from the doors and the windows. It really is just plain white out there, as if someone took an eraser to the outside world. Walk toward the entrance. Have the strength to walk anywhere on my own now. The sense of freedom that comes with it is intoxicating. But when the automatic doors open, I freeze in place. Bright. Endless white. Squint into the distance, but I can't make anything out. There isn't a single shadow to give the environment shape. Taking a timid step into the void, there seems to be a floor beneath me. Like walking on tempered glass. It holds even when I give it a little stomp. Try my luck and take a few more steps. Still solid ground. look to the sky, then behind me, up at the strange hospital. If I left this place only to find nothing out there, would I even be able to make my way back? It's not like I could leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Gaze turns to the blank horizon. Should I? I wouldn't if I were you. Turn back to see a figure in dark clothing standing in the entrance. Not sure what to say, so I just stare back in silence. Skull mask covers their face and they're carrying a comically large scythe. This can't be. Are you the Grim Reaper? What's it look like? Yeah, probably safe to assume this is Death. Same one Scarlet was talking about. You gotta introduce yourself? What? This is funny, hold on. Hold on. Shouldn't you already know? If you're Death, shouldn't you already know my name? You don't want to tell me and fucking forget it. They're turning away. That's not good. I still need information. Wait, I'll tell you. If you tell me what this place is. Bargaining is definitely not my strong suit. Death shifts their weight, glaring at me from behind their mask. It's the afterlife, dumbass. Right. I should probably stop trying to play it smart. I don't have the charisma for this. I'm Ashley. Just Ash is fine. Ash. Fuck, sick name. I'm jealous. I can't tell if they're being sarcastic, but it makes me a little happy to hear it either way. Scarlet was taking me to meet you. Did she tell you to come find me? Nah. Then why? You snubbed the other two. I wanted to see what kind of person you were. Sounds like there's really only the four of us here then. Can I ask you another question? What's out there? Oblivion. The way they said it, I'm inclined to believe them. Does that mean I'll die if I leave this hospital? What happens if you die in the afterlife? Assuming that's even possible. Would I disappear peacefully into the ether? Would I be lost, wandering the void for the rest of eternity? It's a disturbing thought. On the other hand, walking into the light could be my way out of here. It's what they tell people not to do, right? Don't go into the light. Maybe it's the way back. To the other side of the veil, so to speak. Well, only one way to find out. This feels like a test, but I have no idea what the right answer is. Can I just... Is this gotta be a bad... Is this the other bad ending? What if I just leave? I decided to take my chances out there. If I want to live, I should do the opposite of whatever Death says, right? Grab my IV and pull it along, stepping further into the void. Everyone who goes out there hasn't come back. I hesitate. Wait, is that supposed to be a good or a bad thing? Neither, just final. So if you're leaving, you better be sure about it. Yeah, I'm curious. Sorry, I'm the kind of person who has to see things for themselves, and also I'm really terribly curious to the detriment of my own health. Don't say I didn't warn you. I leave Death in the strange hospital behind. Ground is flat and even, making it easy to roll my IV stand along beside me. It's cumbersome having to take it with me, but I consider it like my lifeline at this point. Reminder of where I'm trying to get back to. I may not have had the greatest life, but that doesn't mean I can so easily embrace the afterlife. As long as you're still alive, things can change. there is still hope, even in a hopeless situation. I mean, the hopeless part of that would suggest that there isn't, but sure, buddy. Following the light must be the way out. Sure of it. Sure is peaceful. Wonder how long it goes on for. The only sounds to be heard are of rolling wheels and my footsteps. Even the air is completely still. A little eerie, but I don't let that deter me. The hospital is a speck on the horizon now. It's almost impossible to spot in the vast white void. I really won't be able to make my way back there if I continue on. But I already decided on this. Keep walking, one foot in front of the other. How long have I been out here? Oh my god, I'm just gonna run out of the fucking shit. Oh shit, wait, will we finally find out what happens when that happens? Hell yeah. My perception of time is off. I can tell from the amount of fluid left in my IV that I've been going for longer than I thought. Look around and realize I don't know which direction the hospital is in anymore. It's the same blank white nothingness in all directions. I just have to keep walking. I think of my familiar hospital bed. Not the one I woke up in this morning. Wait, was it morning? How long ago was that? How long have I been dead? This isn't real. There's no explanation for an endless white void like this. No one told me what I should do in this kind of situation. I want to see my parents again. It's been so long since they visited. Why aren't they out here looking for me? Will anyone look for me now that I'm gone? I realize I don't remember the last time I checked my IV. It's completely empty. I mean, I don't need it. I feel fine. I just have to keep walking. I pull the IV out. No use keeping it in there now. Blood drips from my arm and onto the pure white ground. Well, I guess technically we could have left breadcrumbs with our blood. Maybe that's... Whatever, we're not gonna worry about it. Blood drips from my arm and onto the pure white ground. Strangely enough, my first thought is how... Oh my god, I didn't even realize... I didn't even read ahead until just now. Yes, same brain. This could have worked as breadcrumbs. Although, maybe I would have run out of blood if I tried that. You know, whatever. Minor details. I leave the IV stand behind and continue on my way. This place is starting to get to me. Losing touch with my senses. All I can think of is how much I want to wake up in my hospital room. Isn't that pathetic? I always dreamed of being able to walk out of the hospital, and now I want nothing more than to be back there. No, I'm here because I walked out the hospital in the first place. Wait, but didn't I die? Oh god, we're losing our grip on reality. Nothing makes sense anymore. It hurts. Lonely. Wait, it hurts. There's this burning sensation. Look down at my arms. The skin is... Pieces of me are flaking off and dissolving into light. Oh my god, you do turn to dust. Holy fucking shit, oh no. What the fuck is this? Oh no. What the fuck is happening to me? It hurts. Shit. Someone help. I don't want to die. I don't want to die alone like this. Oblivion. That's right. They warned me. But who was it that said that? Where are the nurses? Where is anyone? It's too bright. I can't see. Someone. Oh no, I'm alone. My cries didn't reach anyone. Without knowing what it meant, I had walked straight into oblivion. Haha. felt my body disintegrate into the ether piece by piece. Hachi machi. Not even a pile of ashes remained. Okay, well, curiosity satisfied. That was the other bad ending. We did it. Wow. Okay, at least they didn't fuck up the menu screen to be like fucking falling apart or some shit. Go back inside. Turn back to face death. Oblivion sounds fucking awful. I feel like I'm gonna barf. Thanks for warning me. Whatever. Follow death back inside. Hi. Once we enter the hospital, neither of us says anything. Death leads the way to the elevator and I trail a few feet behind. I press the button and then stare at the door in silence. They wanted me to follow them, right? I can't really tell. Unsure of what to do with myself, I just stand there awkwardly. Maybe I should say something? No, I think this is fine. Honestly, this is how I act when I have to fucking take the elevator and there's someone else there too. Just fully space case. Oh dear God. Oh good, there is a say nothing option. Hold on, I'm gonna save. We're gonna save over that one because we don't want to do that other option again. Takes all my strength to withstand the awkward silence. Just be cool, just be so fucking cool. Be so fucking cool right now. The elevator finally arrives. It's empty this time. Death walks in and then turns back to face me. You coming? Oh, yeah, sure. Haha. My elevator ride with Death is almost as awkward as the one with Celadon and Scarlet. At least the floor was cleared of coins this time. But now I'm right back where I started. Although, this makes sense now that I think of it. Scarlet brought me down here to introduce me to Death, so this must be where they normally hang out. Where else would they take me? Death stretches their arms and slings their scythe back over their shoulder casually. Pull my IV a little closer out of a sudden sense of anxiety. Let's chill out here. In front of the elevator? Scarlet's waiting for me back there. I don't want to deal with her just yet. They gesture down the hall toward where Scarlet was trying to lead me before. Their room, I guess. How do you know she's back there? I know where everyone is. I'm Death. Yeah, okay, fair point. Now I'm wondering if them stopping me from leaving was less a coincidence and more intentional? Protective even? Is it weird to think that Death did me a favor back there? I'm still not sure whether to be afraid of them. Why are eyes so big? Huh? You got like deer in headlights look. You look scared or something? This is just my fucking face, dude. Your eye sockets are huge too. I mean, I know it's just a mask, but you got me there, Ash. They laughed. I made Death laugh. That's a good thing, right? Being on Death's side here, right? Right? Mask and hood do well to hide their face for the most part, but I can see a bit of skin from the side. Side that doesn't have curls bursting out of it, at least. Grim Reapers don't normally have skin, do they? Or skeleton gloves? But I guess I've seen plenty of humanoid Shinigami type characters in fiction. Whatever. Reapers, Death Gods, Shinigami, no matter what you call them, they're not real. Except I thought the same thing about the afterlife, and here I am. The elevator dings and Celadon steps out into the hall with us. Oh, hi Ash. hey. I feel a little guilty for running off when I could have helped him before. Didn't expect to see him again so soon. But he doesn't seem to mind. He's preoccupied picking up another handful of coins. How much time is left for my trial? Not much. Could you tell me in seconds? Tick tock, tick fucking tock. They stress the words a little more with each pause. Scary how threatening they can sound. Fine, okay. I'm off then. Once Celadon is out of sight, Death speaks up again. You're the least annoying person here, so far anyway. Thank you? We might as well head in. They sigh in faux exasperation as they trudge down the hall after Celadon. It's kind of funny thinking Death doesn't want to be here just as much as me. Until I remember they're supposed to be my ticket out of this place. Can I skip? No. The room I followed Death into was a morgue. A morgue with an absurd amount of coins neatly stacked in it, but a morgue nonetheless. Scarlet was here just like Death expected. So was Celadon, of course, though he shuffled past us pretty quickly. He wasn't finished bringing his coins in from the hall. As much as I felt uneasy at the thought of being in a morgue, the whole thing felt surreal to me. Normally bodies would be stored in these drawers, but considering the type of place this is, a strange hospital in the middle of a pure white void, who knows what's actually stored in there? I think knowing it could truly be anything makes it less scary. If it's something I could never reasonably guess, why bother worrying about it at all? Oh, Ashley, I see you found Death on your own. Yeah. I feel a little guilty for ditching her, but I guess she's not mad. Well, how's your bargaining going? You haven't been able to get Death to speak to you yet, have you? No, we talked. They laughed at my joke. They laughed? You're making fun of poor Ashley, aren't you? Laughing at a disabled girl? Oh my god, that's low, even for you. She's not listening to me at all. What does being disabled have to do with anything? Why is she like this? Death leans closer to me, speaking quietly into my ear. See, this is exactly what I didn't want to deal with. It's not like I don't get where they're coming from. Scarlet probably means well, but... Yeesh. Ashley, did you... Are you friendly with Death? Oh my god, it's not like that. Shut the fuck up. It's not like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to claim anything. This is way too enthusiastic. This is so fucking enthusiastic. It's embarrassing. I simply can't. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell. It took weeks to get them to even respond to me. That's rather impressive. There's a hint of jealousy in her voice. She huffs, shifting her weight. So, Death, what is it about Ashley that you like so much? Aren't you supposed to be impartial? Death remains silent, walking away from us and towards Celadon's coin pile. He watches Celadon bumbles back into the room, carrying another stack of coins. I can skip now. Oh, just kidding. What? Conversation was not over. Actually, it was. It's Tawny's turn now. Goodbye. It's bad orangey. We have to still... we have to make sure that we get to play games with Death. Hey, Ash, heads or tails? Oh, it was different because they called us Ash, I suppose. Heads. Well, Death asked me to stick around after everyone left. Still taking it in, going from being alive to dead to effectively dead. As a member of society, at least. Is that what makes revival technically possible? The fact that we're not literally dead yet? Our time is running out. Does that mean our lack of a social life is gonna kill us? I have so many questions. Namely, why is death paying special attention to me? Is that really only because I went off on my own before? I decided I'm not gonna make you work for an explanation like the others. Oh shit, well, excellent. What? Why is that? Because I'm not sure how much time you have left. They're not sure? Wait, how can you not be sure? Don't I have an hourglass? Nope. What the fuck does that mean? But everyone has one, right? You showed us Celadon's and gave Scarlet hers. You don't have one. It's not in the drawer. Well, there's a lot of drawers. Maybe you looked in the wrong one. Nah, this happens every now and then. It just means that something else is serving that function in its place. So that's why I'm getting special attention. I'm an outlier. No good at making friends after all. They're only interested in me because I'm some kind of freak show. Okay, so I do have some type of hourglass, just not a normal one. Yeah. And we won't know how much time I have left until I find that hourglass that I'm looking directly at. Yep. This is bad. Doesn't this mean that I could die at any second? Relax. Since you just got here, I'm sure you have a couple of days before it runs out. Days? Don't stress over it. All dying means is you can't go back to the real world anymore. Because I'd be dead. Is that what happened to you? Is that why you're still here? Yeah, but I mean, it's not like you'll keel over the second it runs out. It's still the afterlife. You're saying I'll be stuck here if I don't revive in the next few days? Pretty much. No fucking way. Why didn't you tell me that the other times? Why does everyone else get so much longer than me? Wait, that wasn't one of the options before. Wait, no. Are you just a straight up fucking liar? Or do you not know what's going on sometimes? I'm so confused. Because before, they were very, very much like, oh yeah, if your time runs out, you're fucking dust or whatever. But now that's not a problem? Hello? Why does everyone else get so much longer than me? Is it because in the real world I'm hospitalized? I mean, I'm stuck in the hospital here too. I'll be stuck here for eternity if I don't pass one of death's impossible trials. I'd better get on this as soon as possible. Hey, so could you give me a trial, please? Sure. Prepare for the worst, but death doesn't say anything. So the trial? I gotta think of one first, sheesh. Oh, okay. In the meantime, wanna play video games? Yes. I love video games. Passing the time with escapism, just like I've always done. Hey. Cool, follow me. And now we can skip. I saw it. We're really gonna play video games? Yes. When they invited me to play, I thought we'd be playing together, but guess I don't mind watching. Saves me the hand cramps. Oh, but actually I guess I wouldn't get hand cramps while I'm here, huh? If I really did get stuck here forever, at least I'd be able to play games as much as I wanted. Hell yeah. I would love to play. Okay, and now... Wait. Well, no, but it's a different route now. So maybe we can play the game and then not have the dead end problem. Can you imagine if we were friendly enough with death, if they would rig this game to where we could actually be Aw, man, I forgot it's not the fucking spades first. Okay, we are getting, oh wait, no, it's not aces that we're looking for. We need the 2. It is the spades that we're looking for, but it's the 2 that we need, not the fucking 8. Okay, wrong 2. Oh, the Joker. Okay, I'm done. I shut the game off in defeat. I'll never win. So... Hold on. Wait. Mysterious masked individual appears to be torturing the residents of the afterlife. Supernatural power is so spooky. I'm just gonna stay out of this. Did I never pick that before? Really? This isn't my problem. It's Celadon's trial, so it's up to him, not me. I could have sworn I picked this before. Uninterested in seeing any more of this unfold, I decided to walk out. No, that feels so shitty. No, that feels so shitty. Oh, no. Maybe I didn't pick that before. That felt really shitty. I'm gonna cry. Oh, wait, no, go back. I have to try and do something about this. That's gonna fucking eat me alive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry, please don't dead end me. It's dead ending me. I have to say nothing. I have to say nothing at this point. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Because there's no way I'm gonna fucking persuade this fucking ding dong. No. No. No, I hate it here. Say nothing is the worst. Oh no. That's awful. Take the elevator to the upper floors. Consider the stairwell, but it's not like I have anything to prove. Convenience wins out. No, I really feel really bad about leaving Scarlet locked up like that. And honestly, I could barf about it. I'm not okay. But you know, there's genuinely nothing I can do about it because the other 2 options lead me straight into death. And not in the way that I want. From the way Celadon was talking, I'm not sure he can be convinced. Rather, I'm pretty sure he's decided to double down and can't be convinced. These people are strangers to me. We just happen to be stuck in the same place. Maybe this is just me doubling down too. Either way, I guess I'm gonna stop worrying about that eventually. Climb back into bed, hoping the residual stress of that experience will fade away with time. I don't get to rest for long before the door is pushed aside by a gloved hand. Why are you in here? Her tone is flat, almost accusatory, but I can tell it's a genuine question. This is just how they talk. It's my room. Well, the one I woke up in anyway. I don't know. I feel like I can relax here. It's a little lacking in personality. Yeah, well, I can't do magic like you. You could learn. I can't tell if they're joking. They mount their scythe again just to rub it in, I guess. You know, I don't get you. Most people would freak out and try to rescue Scarlet, but you just walked away. Well, you see, I tried really hard to rescue Scarlet, and every time it came back and bit me in the ass. But also, it's not my trial.
What if I was testing you?
Okay, did I pass?
Not telling.
I know I did, because I passed the fucking death flag that was set at every corner there except for one. Death drifts out of my line of sight and over to the window. Roll over to face them.
You don't even have any video games in here. Aren't you bored?
Not really. I'm kind of used to lying in a hospital bed with nothing to do. Death lifts their mask up to look at me again.
What's the hospital like? Can I ask?
You just did?
Well, I'm curious.
I mean, probably a mixed bag, right? Maybe? I don't know. You tell me! Kinda mixed. Some days were nice and quiet, some were miserable. I don't have much to say about it.
Huh. Were you always antisocial, or did being in the hospital make you that way?
Good question. Wonder if I would have had a normal social life had I at least gotten to go to high school. No way I would have been popular, but probably would have had a best friend or two. That's what happens on TV, at least. I mean, I had friends when I was a kid, but those relationships were kind of circumstantial. Just other children my age I could hang out with. In the hospital, I was always surrounded by people, but it was only numbers and letters on a chart to them. An utterly replaceable patient, even to the ones who were nice to me. Death considers my words in silence.
That's pretty fucking sad.
You didn't ask just to make fun of me, did you?
Nah, just curious, like I said.
Death always seems to come looking for me whenever I go off on my own. Are they really just curious, or do they want someone to gawk at? They did let me play GTA, though. Can't imagine they ever did that for Scarlet or Celadon. Actually, do those two even know about Death's room? Maybe I'm the only one who's seen it. It's almost like we're actually becoming friends? Is that something I should be happy about? I don't hate their company. I wonder if I'm allowed to ask what Death's life is like too? Would they even tell me? It's your turn.
What?
I told you a little about myself. Now you go.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know. Have you always been here?
Secret.
How'd you learn magic?
Also a secret.
Do you want to be friends?
Huh?
Ha, caught them off guard with that one.
You must be pretty desperate if you're trying to befriend death itself.
You're the one who followed me to my room. You sure you don't want to be friends?
Well, I'm just... Celadon's trial is going on in my room, so I don't have anything better to do.
Okay, I'll hang out with you. Death walks around the side of the bed, then takes a seat at the end, facing the window. They're like a cat. Imagine if they had a tail, it'd be thumping the sheets slightly with annoyance. So, what should we do?
You could keep trying to beat Reaper's pickup.
God, anything but that.
Are you saying the game I made you isn't any fun?
Listen, I mean, I guess I'd give it a chance if there was room for error. Losing after one mistake is fucking brutal.
You gotta believe in the heart of the cards, man.
Or you could give me a cheat button.
Well, but the order's the same every time. I'd be showing you the answer.
What? No, okay, the order that you have to pick the cards up in is the same every time, but not where they are on the board.
You're full of shit.
Well, what if you only showed a few cards?
But if I make it too easy, it loses replayability.
And just randomize the card order. That's what it already... Wait. No, the cards are already in a written... What? Am I not understanding here? Because I swear to God, I played that the last time... Not the last time, the time before that. And I definitely... I swear to God, I hit like the same card or the same spot twice in a row, and it was not the same. I think you're a liar.
That would make it more balanced.
You weren't trying to make a game that was fair and balanced in the first place, though, were you?
Not for a trial, I wasn't.
Bastard. I continue laughing and chatting together for a while. Death is starting to seem like kind of a normal person to me. I pull out the Pain Boy and we take turns picking out cards in order to try to complete a run together. It's pretty fun as a co-op game, especially when you know your partner's about to pick the wrong card. Never had anyone to play games with me like this in the hospital. Well, when I look around, I'm still in a hospital room, but it feels kind of warm and friendly now. Grateful to have this experience. We suffer a devastating loss after finally reaching the last suit. Death stuffs the game back in their pocket, promising me they'll add new game modes next time. Yay. So what should we do now?
I don't know. What do people normally do to pass time?
You're asking me?
Why do I gotta come up with everything around here?
I mean, I'm technically a guest. That means it's your job to entertain me, right?
You said this was your room.
Yeah, but I still say I'm your guest.
Fine, I'll entertain you. Want to hear a ghost story?
Sure. Death waves their hand and a shade comes down over one of the windows. The room dims, but not by much. They shine a light on the shade, then wave their hand in front of it. Shadow puppets?
Shut the fuck up, it's starting. Long ago, a kid named Mauve ended up here in the afterlife. Oh, I see what you're doing here. He was small, one of the smallest to ever come here. His parents didn't love him, see.
Aww. The fuck?
In the real world, he had it tough. Starved, kicked, and neglected. But he was a little trooper. All that traumatic shit he went through just made him strong. Made him smarter than any other pampered kids his age. He didn't trust adults, so he ran away from all the other souls in the afterlife. One by one, those souls started disappearing. They'd figured out the secret to revival, secret to leaving this place. But Mauve wasn't interested in leaving. His life was shit, and being a kid, he had no power to change it. So, he stayed.
And everyone left him behind?
Yeah, he never even knew he was there, and he preferred it that way. Over the years, other souls started making their home in the afterlife, like him. Mauve got older, braver, all that childhood trauma, thought he was over that. Showed himself for the first time to his fellow souls who rejected the real world, just like him. Having been there the longest, he thought he could become their leader, show them how to live. But assholes ended up treating him the same as adults from back then.
Oh no.
Yeah, pretty heartbreaking stuff. What a betrayal. But he didn't let it get him down. They all disappeared after that.
You mean they revived?
He'd been rejected ever since he was born. He knew no one would ever save him. So instead, he punished all the souls who had something to go back to, turning them all to ash. Some say Mauve's spirit still haunts these very halls. Oh! What the fuck? Don't jump scare me. You look so serious, I couldn't resist. Cause you just got to the interesting part. Why did poor Mauve have to become a villain? That's cause in reality, no one's nice like you.
What? You think I'm nice? I literally walked away from Scarlet, who was stuck in a fucking drawer.
As an example, he wouldn't have become a vengeful ghost if he had been treated like shit his whole life.
Wait, what?
If he hadn't been treated like shit his whole life, I read that wrong.
Tale of rejection, huh? But its setting is here. That story, you made that up, right?
Depends on if you believe in ghosts.
Am I technically a ghost? I mean, this is the afterlife.
You believe in yourself?
Not at all.
Jesus. Damn it.
I've been able to make Death laugh a lot today. It's almost like they like me or something.
Anyway, I shouldn't leave Donnie and Scarlet alone for much longer.
Oh god, she's still in the drawer. I forgot about that. Death is supposed to be the officiator, but they still came to hang out with me. I mean, not that there's much reason to watch.
Might still be a while before he calls it.
I'll come with you.
Stalker.
You're one to talk. Death continues to poke fun at me the entire way to the elevator. I must be fun to scare because every corner we turn, they do something and make me jump. God damn it. Sudden movements, yelling, "Ghost!" pointing down the hall each time we turned a corner. Like, did you just see that? Wish I could say they didn't get me every time, but pretty easy to startle. Not that I'm all that afraid of ghosts or anything. We're just messing around. I think Death hasn't really had anyone to hang out with like this, so they might be a little excited. I know, because that's how I feel too. Would have given anything to have a friend my age to run around the hospital at night with when there was no one else around. Imagine all the mischief I could have gotten up to if I was a little healthier or less surrounded by elderly folks. Then again, if I was healthier, I wouldn't need to stay in the hospital in the first place. When we get into the elevator, Death presses every single button. Gotta check every floor for paranormal activity, they claim. Just to ease my fears. I think they're stalling. Why bother checking in on Celadon in the first place? If he wanted to end the trial, wouldn't he come crying to death on his own? But guess it's their one job and all, giving people trials. Probably have to be somewhat responsible. Wonder who they answer to anyway. God? I'll have to remember to ask them later. Assuming we never make it out of this elevator.